What's going on, guys? So I just watched this movie called Dating Death. It was released in 2004, directed by a guy named Herman Yao. He's from Hong Kong. It's a Chinese horror movie. Herman Yao's been making movies, I think, since 1987. So what I dug up on him. The thing is like either his 12th or 14th movie he's actually directed. He's done some cinematography for movies. This movie was alright. Like, it wasn't scary or anything like that, though it probably tried to be. It's like a ghost story, horror movie, whodunit, murder mystery type thing. It's about a group of kids who go to this remote island that's owned by one of the girls. I don't think this is her, but there's a girl, her name is Sophie, and she inherits a mansion, inherits her parents' business. She has a little, get-together at her party. The movie starts off 1 year ago at the party, right? And they're all playing this game called Truth or Dare where they have to name off who they have crushes on. And every single guy there's the fighter character, the paranoid spiritual guy, the magician, the smart, good-looking guy, Ken. Anyway, so the three guys other than Ken go first, and they all mention Sophie. And then they want Sophie to say who she likes, and she picks the smart intellectual guy, Ken. But no one knows that Ken is secretly seeing the only other girl in the movie, Lily. But he says Sophie anyway, and he says he didn't want to embarrass Sophie to Lily, who is, pissed that her boyfriend, picked another guy. This movie's got a lot of weird quirks to it, too, because I think it just has a lot of, Chinese culture in it that I don't fully understand. Very quirky movie. I laughed a lot through this movie. Anyway, so all the guys and Lily are pissed at Ken. Turns out that all the guys beat him up and, play pool with him and beat him up on the pool table and stuff like that. And yeah, everyone's mad at him except Sophie. Anyway, the next day they go into his room just to get it's morning time. Where's Ken? Ken's not up, and all the guys are acting kind of shady. And they go in his room and it's covered in blood. And there's a severed hand on the bed, and the window is broken. And they're all like, "Whoa!" Everyone's freaking out. The cops come. All this is taking place at Lily's mansion on an isolated island. I don't know if I mentioned that yet. Anyway, so it skips a year in the future. They all get these weird invitations that just magically manifest in their pockets, and they're all suspicious of one another, like, who sent this? And there's already some mention that, oh, Ken's still alive. I told you Ken's alive. Ken's the guy who just got killed. And so anyway, they go to this mansion again a year later, just because I guess that's what the invitation said to do. And they're all suspecting, who sent this? Was it the magician? I think Sophie was the one who did it. Oh, I think it was a ghost who did it. Very weird dialogue in this movie. The subtitles are hilarious. It's all very overacted, too. It's overacted. It's hilarious. So, anyway, there's some sort of argument that ensues, and the result of that argument is they have to take turns sleeping in the room number 7, where Ken was killed. They're going to take turns spending the night there by drawing straws. So everyone who sleeps in that room overnight disappears. But the movie doesn't really say that until after the fact. A person will sleep in the room. It doesn't show them, go to bed. It doesn't show them, getting killed or, disappearing. It'll just okay, one day, the next day, and then in some conversation that'll be alluding to that person's missing. And you're like, oh, he went missing? I had no idea. What the fuck is going on, movie? It's kind of one of the movie's problems. It's had some really weird editing and kind of had some script problems. The subtitles were kind of poorly dubbed into English, but hilariously so. Anyway, they're all going missing over time, and it comes is the ghost killing people? Because every time someone goes missing, there's a black handprint. That was one of the first things they saw when they went in that room, too, is a black handprint on the ceiling. And they talked to the caretaker about it, and he said he's tried to scrub it off with multiple cleansers. He's tried to paint over it, but it always comes back. It never goes away. And every time someone goes missing, there's another handprint. So that goes on and on and on, and they start suspecting each other and so forth. There's all kinds of flashbacks to them beating up Ken to make the audience think, oh, maybe it's this person, maybe it's that person. But they're all very worried, and there's the girls will see sightings of Ken's ghost walking around, so we're pretty sure he's dead. So everyone's still speculating that he's alive, but we keep seeing his ghost around, so I don't know if you can be alive and have a ghost at the same time. No idea. I already mentioned this guy who's the magician character, and his magic tricks are pretty much just special effects. That he'll hold his hand out and like a bouquet of flowers will grow out of it, just like CGI, and then CGI into a sword. Like, it's no real magic that he's doing, but I don't know. It had some pretty funny, I don't know if they're Chinese quirks, but it was very quirky. This one scene was really funny where the girl just bought a digital camera brand new, and they all got so excited, like, I just got the digital camera, and they're all like, oh, and they start taking pictures and stuff, like to live up to the stereotype that Asian girls or Asian people love having their pictures taken and stuff, and it's just like, ugh, it was so funny. But yeah, that went on for like a couple of minutes. But yeah, pretty hilarious movie. Not really scary. Kind of had a little bit of suspense to it. It was only kind of good. It wasn't that bad. Like, I don't know. I had a good time watching it, but it was kind of dumb. Like, I couldn't watch it all in one sitting because I was like, oh, my brain needs a break from these bad subtitles and this weird overacting and like, I don't know, all these weird quirks in the movie. Pretty entertaining movie though. And I'll spoil the ending right now in case you don't want to watch it. So in the end of the movie, everyone's dead except the two girls, Lily and Sophie. The caretaker's died. He's been decapitated. Who's the last guy left alive? I think it was the paranoid religious guy. But anyway, he gets killed by some point, and then they discover the magician guy, who they thought was killed earlier, is actually alive. And Lily, Sophie's friend, Sophie's the rich girl, Lily and Ken are accusing each other. He's like, oh, I saw Lily kill this person. I saw Ken do this. So there's all this kind of who did it, and then eventually they decide that it was Lily because she has the knife, right? Because they're in a room, and that's when the paranoid guy got died because the lights went out and they woke up and the knife was in them. And Lily had the knife last. But it turns out the magician guy was the killer all along, using his CGI magic tricks to get everybody. And he has Lily by the hair. He's going to make Sophie watch. He's like, I'm killing all these people because I love you and I want to protect you from our asshole friends. They deserve to go to hell, and all this kind of crazy talk. And the way the girls are saved is that Ken's ghost, the ghost comes in and kicks his ass. There's a fight between the magician and a ghost. And Ken loses and gets thrown through a window to his death. So yeah, pretty odd movie. Wasn't your most conventional kind of horror movie. Wasn't really scary at all. Very comedic, unintentionally. I don't know, dating death. I don't know why it was called dating death. No one was dating death. They were dating a guy who got killed. Does that mean you're dating death? Is that another poor translation? Yeah. I don't know. This movie, I don't know if I'll ever need to watch it again, though. Cantonese dubbed in English. Didn't make a lot of sense.